So this is the Kriya for control of the muscular system. It's a standing Kriya. Everything takes place standing. And as you know, many of the Kundalini Yoga Kriyas take place on the mat. So it's nice to have one that's fully standing, working on balance. And it's really working on the abductors, these muscles that come down the side, and the adductors that come up the inside of the thigh. It works on a lot of subtle muscles, so you may be a little sore tomorrow if you've not done this before. It works on balance, and it's really an interesting Kriya. There's a couple postures that Melanie and I were saying last night are a little annoying, but we jump through them, we hop through them. So let's sit up tall. It's 9:06. This is a little faster Kriya, so we'll probably be done by 10:10, 10:15 at the latest. So, getting yourself settled, either in easy pose or I'm in Vajrasana, thunderbolt pose, but whatever feels good and comfortable for you. Immediately close the eyes. You've developed your spiritual muscle over all these months. And as soon as you close your eyes, connect to your breath. Your body knows you're about to be mindful, practicing yoga, connecting body, mind, spirit in one seamless, moving meditation. I'll mute everyone. And we'll be moving into our Adi mantra, the Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. It's a tune-in, it's a ritual to begin the practice. You're honoring whatever creative energy is in the universe, whatever that means to you. And you're honoring that creative spark that exists within yourself. The first time we chant is for ourselves. The second time we chant for everyone in the virtual space. And the third time we chant it for the greater world. So let's bring our hands to prayer position, Anjali Mudra. 3 big inhale, exhales through the nose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Adi mantra, inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Let's open the eyes, come into prayer, into all fours to begin to warm up the spine. So we have the hands right under the shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, we bring the chin forward, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the sternum. Pushing down into the hands. Spread the fingers wide like a starfish. Spreads the weight around the entire hand, helping to protect the wrist. So try to equalize the pressure as you're pushing down into your mat throughout your entire hand. All 10 fingers, the thumb pad, the digits of each finger. Inhaling as you come forward in cow, exhaling as you raise the back of the spine in the scaredy cat Halloween position. Now let's curl the toes under and just push back to a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Begin to walk out each heel. Take the right heel to the mat, bend that left knee, then bend the right knee, take the left heel, just walk it out. Maybe you get to the point where both heels can come to the mat, elongating the back of the calves, the hamstrings, the fascia begins to release. Just let your head hang gently. In your first inversion of the morning with your head lower than your heart. Then slowly walk the hands back to the feet and just be in this deep forward fold. Breathing deeply, long inhale, long exhales. Breathe right into that lumbar spine where the kidneys and the adrenals are. There's a lot of low-level stress during this cocooning period. I liked that word yesterday rather than shut down or some of the various words that are used for this time of isolation. I like the word cocooning. Breathe into your thoracic spine, behind your heart and lungs. Imagine that there are little lungs on each vertebrae. Breathe into your cervical spine. Just let the head maybe do little circles to the right with the head, little circles to the left. You're still just hanging in this wonderful inversion, giving the heart a rest. It doesn't have to pump the blood up to that 10 to 14 pound ball that we balance on top of the cervical spine. And now grab your ankles with your palms, and as you slowly come up, tuck the chin to the sternum, and just bring the palms, just slide them up the shins, slowly come to the knees, slide them right up the quads into the groins, slowly coming up. Head is the last thing to come up. You'll be in your Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Just enjoy coming out of that inversion. Lift the heart, close the eyes, instructing your whole being to connect body, mind, spirit. One of your intentions for your practice will be to make this connection, building health, well-being, balance, harmony, equanimity. We'll begin with the first half of the warm-up with some sun salutations, the top half. So inhale, sweep the arms up. I look up to the ceiling. My hands are coming together over my head. I'm swan diving forward, coming down, hands to the mat. Lift up halfway, long flat back. I look straight down at my mat. It's as though someone could set a tray on my back. Big inhale, exhale, deepen the fold, take the hands back to the mat, sweep the arms up, inhaling. I'm greeting the morning, I'm holding a big ball of energy. The hands are coming up over my head, looking up at the ceiling. My hands are in prayer position now. Big inhale, try to reach the fingers taller to the ceiling, elongating the spine, stretching the spine. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward again. Hands come back to the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, long flat back. Exhale, deepen the fold. Hands come back to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. I'm greeting the morning. Bring the hands over the head. Look up at the hands in prayer if that's available to you. Okay, on your neck. Then slowly bring the hands down in prayer. Let the thumbs touch the crown chakra. right at the top of the head. Bring the thumbs to the third eye, sixth chakra, sixth sense, seat of intuition. Drop the thumbs at the lips, knowing your words have power. Thumbs to the fifth chakra, right at the throat. Being conscious of the chakras, upper chakras. Rest the thumb, prayer position at the heart. So you're just resting right there at the fourth chakra at the heart, knowing you have three chakras below, navel, genitals, the anus, and three chakras above. And of course the energy field, the eighth chakra, surrounds the body. It's your field of protection. Physical, mental, and emotional. If we didn't have that and we're in other people's space, probably if it was somebody very negative, they might encroach in our world too closely. Inhale, sweep the arms up again, bring the hands to prayer. Exhale, swan dive forward, lift up halfway, the long flat back. Exhale, deepen the fold, hands back to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. I'm greeting the morning sun, Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. And bring the hands back to prayer. And let's begin the Kriya. The control of the muscular system. So, our hands are just grabbing our elbows. And there's 4 counts to this. 1, I'm just lifting my hand, my foot, just about 6 inches. So all the energy is in my left leg. Then I take it to the outside of the left knee. That's why I'm next to a counter or a wall. Then back, just hovering in place. That's 3, and this is 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll set the clock. We'll do this for 2 minutes each side. Just do it at your own pace, or you can follow me. Make sure this left leg is strong like a tree trunk. So all 5 toes are really gripping the mat. I've engaged the calf, the quad, the hamstrings. Once that's set, then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. You may vary the pace. You could try doing it more slowly or doing it more quickly. It's neuromuscular. Great, Teresa. You're an athlete, so you have really good balance. Margaret, looks great. Nicole, you got it. Laura, Melanie, everybody has it. It's almost like a little dance step, isn't it? And then feel those adductors and abductors. The adductors run on the inside of the thigh. The abductors run down the outside. About 45 more seconds. Long, deep breathing through the nose. You're using lots of little subtle muscles that we don't normally use. I feel it in the IT band. And take it down, shake it out. Shake both legs out. Getting ready to do the other side. You feel it down this gluteus maximus, down the lower, upper part of the butt. Okay. Grab the arms, grab the opposite way, the way that doesn't feel as comfortable. Set that right foot, so get all 5 toes down. Feel the heel, feel the instep, because that's your tree trunk, that right leg now. So then, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The firmer that right leg, the easier this becomes. It's almost like tree pose. One more minute. Try to feel all those little subtle muscles that aren't normally used. As the week went by, I got so much better at this. Last Sunday when we started it, I was needing support. A few more seconds. Good job, everybody. And take it down. Just shake it out. Maybe do some nice hinging at the hips, some nice circles. Letting everything adjust. Reverse the direction. Okay, the second posture in the Kriya are 4 jumps. Going out widthwise, laterally. So every time you jump, you come back to the center. So 1, back to the center. 2, a little bit wider, back to the center. 3, back to the center. And then the 4th jump is as wide as I can go. 4, back to the center. The goal is to do this for 2 minutes. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard, but it gets difficult. It becomes very anaerobic. A quick burst of energy for the heart. So let's begin. 1. You can do these at your own pace. Just every time you jump, it's wider. And then on the return, it's just 4, 3, 2, 1, back to the center. Hands can stay at the side. Takes a lot of control. So we've done 1 minute, doing great. 1 more minute. Thirty more seconds. Everybody looks great. Last round. And come back to center. Close your eyes. Tadasana. Palms forward, arms at the side. Lift the heart. Feel all 10 toes. Engage the calves, hamstrings, quads, buttocks. Pull the navel towards the spine. The heart is lifted. That tucks the chin. And you're in your perfect pose of Tadasana. Let the breath equalize. The second half of this, we'll just do for 1 minute. We start wide. So the first jump is wide, then 3, not quite as wide, 2 about 2 feet. The last little jump, maybe 8 to 12 inches. Then you expand back out again. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then coming back in. So let's begin. Let's just go for 60 seconds. So the first jump is wide, then not quite as wide, then 2 feet, then 1 feet. Then we go back out again. Just 20 more seconds. Give it your all. And come back to center. Just let the breath equalize. Harmonize. Come into your full, proper Tadasana where the legs are engaged, stomach's pulled slightly back. I feel the pelvis tilt forward just a bit. I'll move my microphone so it's not quite so far away. Okay, we take the feet about 18 inches apart. I'm opening up my chest on this, so this right hand comes to left hip. This back arm comes to 60 degrees. I'm just inhaling, pulling this chest open. I'm not twisting. That comes a little bit later. This is just to open up the chest. Then this left hand comes down, the right arm comes up. So I go inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale for 2 minutes. Really concentrate on opening up the chest. Oh, we're doing this 3 minutes, not 2. You could close your eyes, make a little bit of a balanced pose. Really open up the chest. It's a great counter to all the rounding we do on our devices or driving. I try to inhale on the left arm, exhaling on the right. Welcome, Maria. I'm Pablo.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon for you in Miami.
Yes, it's true.
Engage the legs. So they're really involved. You're using the abductors, the adductors, quads, the hamstrings, the calves. Use your core too. So everything's engaged. It's not just an arm movement. And bring the hands back to the side. Big toes touch. Come into your Tadasana. Wonderful time to observe breath. Observe your emotional state, mental state. Take the feet just about 12 inches. So they're just right under the hips. This is that hinging motion. So my palms just cup over my shoulders, 8 fingers in front. The 2 thumbs are hanging on the back side of the shoulder. And then I'm just hinging forward 30 degrees, back 30 degrees. Inhale, so it's exhale coming forward, inhale going back. We're doing this for 3 minutes as well. So feel what it's like to do this hinging motion from the hips. Grab all 10 toes. Feel it in your legs. Inhaling as you go back. Exhaling as you come forward because you're decreasing the diaphragm space. You're opening up your shoulders. I try to look at the ceiling when I'm coming back, that 30 degrees, keeping my head in alignment. Be conscious of the lower lumbar spine, the kidneys, the adrenals. This hinging, you feel it, you're right in that part of the body where the kidneys, adrenals live. Less than a minute. Come back to center. Let the arms come down at the side, palms forward. Close the eyes. Just stand in your Tadasana. You can keep your feet there about hip-width distance apart. Just observe. Observe your connection to your breath. Is your mind chattering, or is it on the quiet side? Now we move into a full spinal twist. We take the legs as wide as we can. So keep working to get the legs as wide as you can. If this gets too strenuous on the back of your hips, you can always narrow the stance and bring the legs in closer. The hand position comes right back where it was. So I'm just cupping my shoulders, my thumbs are in back, my 8 fingers are in front. On my inhale this time, I do a complete turn with my torso and my head. I try to see the back wall. I feel it in the obliques, coming around, exhaling to the right. So it's just inhaling. This is a slow, you're really feeling it. Exhaling to the right, inhaling to the left. We'll do this for 2 minutes. Try to see the back wall through your peripheral vision. Maybe your stance, you can widen it as more fascia releases. I really feel this on my right IT band, not so much on the left. So I'm trying to breathe into that area. So if there's one area that's creating a little discomfort, try to breathe deeply into that part of the body. Send prana there. Send life force there. You can keep your eyes closed on this. Helps you stay within and be more mindful. Melanie brought up a good cue yesterday. The knees are relaxed. We don't need to lock out the knees. It gives a little more flexibility and movement in the knee. Let's go 20 more seconds. We'll have done this 3 minutes. Come back to center, step in, big toes touch, heels slightly separated. Come back to your home position, your Tadasana. Arms at your side, palms forward, lift the heart, Engage the legs. Pull a slight tuck, navel towards spine. Core is engaged. Really feel that good spinal alignment. This is how we want to stand. This is how we want to sit. Rather than slouching over. You'll maintain your original height longer because you're keeping your spinal column stretched. Now take the feet 12 inches apart, so just right under the hips. This is a spinal stretch. I'm really standing tall. I'm doing 3 claps. Then I come down, bending my knees. I bring my palms all the way to the mat. I try to get my palms flat on the mat with these bent knees. Inhaling up. 1, 2, 3. We go for 3 minutes on this. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Just do them at your own pace. You're using your core, you're using your quads and your hamstrings when you slowly come up, stretching the spine long. You can engage your core all the time, going up and down. Just 1 more minute. Just a couple more. And float the arms to the T, palms down, close the eyes, feel your wingspan. Feel your subtle body, shoot energy out through the tips of the fingers. Imagine there's energy coming up the electromagnetic field from the earth up to your palms and back down. Gravity grounds you here. Now float the arms up, the palms up. Keep the arms at the T. Feel the energy shooting up to the ceiling. Then float the arms down to the side, palms forward. Big toes touch. Come back to your home plate, your home position, Tadasana. Breathe and observe. One last moving posture. We take the hands to the waist. There are 2 jumps involved. So I bring my right foot up in front of my knee. It's not touching my knee, but it's just hanging there. And I jumped. Then I take the right leg back, standing in place. It's about 3 or 4 inches off the mat. And I jump again. Then I go to the left foot, do the same thing. Leg comes up in front of the knee, big hop. Left foot hovering in place, and another hop. Then back to the left side. That's the posture. It gets quite aggressive with balance. We'll go for 2 minutes. Let's start hopping on the right leg. So hop, hop. To the left, hop, hop. Back to the right, hop, hop. This works neuromuscular. Hop, hop. Just do them at your own pace. The bigger hop, if you can, is when the leg is in front of the knee. When it's in place, it's just a little hop. So there's 2 hops on each leg. It's almost a dance step. I'm sure some choreographer has done this. Good job, everyone. I know it's a little challenging, but it's really good for neuromuscular work. It says this exercise works on the upper part of the hips and makes a connection with the spine, putting everything in alignment. And let's stop. Take the feet about 18 inches apart. Your hands are going to come up to a 60-degree angle. Palms are open, fingers are together. And we just long, deep breathing here. Close the eyes for 3 minutes. So it's a mindful standing meditation. Stay connected to your breath. All the breath through the nose. Let the nose hairs filter, warm, moisten the air before it reaches your lungs. Halfway there. The arms may get tired. It's a good exercise for the mind, that you can do more than the mind says. If the arms get tired and you want to lower them, you're in control. Wonderful place to observe the mind, observe emotion, observe your breath. Slowly float the arms down to your side, big toes touch, heels slightly separated. Your last standing Tadasana before we come down to the mat. So the Kriya is ending. Memorize this wonderful spinal alignment. Now let's come down to your mat in a seated position in an easy pose. Sit on a blanket or a bolster, a pillow, something to raise the pelvis. A good time for a little water. This is the last day of this box breath we've been doing. And I'll turn on my breathing app so you'll get a tone. For the 4-second inhale, try to extend the inhale over the entire 4 seconds. Then you'll hold the breath for 4 seconds on another tone. Then the other tone will come in again and you'll have 4 seconds to decrease the breath. This is a breathing pattern they're using for COVID patients in the United States and Great Britain. I don't know, maybe other countries now. It helps COVID patients concentrate on their breathing. For students of Kundalini Yoga, this pranayama will feel very simple, and it is just a simple box breath. So here's what the tone will sound like. Get the music stopped. There. So you'll breathe in 4 seconds on a tone, and then when a tone changes, you'll hold 4 seconds, then you'll exhale 4 seconds. So let's take the hands to the heart, just holding them over the heart chakra, 4th chakra. Breathing for all those people around the world who are having trouble breathing. We'll do this for about 6 minutes. Inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale. That's your pattern. Just continue on your own. The knees, hands down to the knees, palms down on the knees. We'll work 3 Bonda stretches. So big inhale through the nose. Hold the breath. Squeeze that root chakra. Pull the navel towards the spine. Dip the chin. Just squeezing the 3 lower chakras. Holding the breath, creating hypoxia to the brain. Neural pathways lighting up. Creativity. And exhale through the nose. Another big inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze the bandhas, dip the chin, suspending the breath, sustaining the breath. Lighting up the neural pathways. The brain has neuroplasticity, meaning it makes new neural connections all the time. Exhale. Another big inhale, last Bonda stretch. Big inhale, hold the breath. Squeeze anus, sex organs, pull navel towards spine. Dip the chin, you're in your Maha Bandha. All 3 bandhas are engaged. And release. Lie onto your backs for your Shavasana. Have a wonderful reading from Mark Nepo this morning. Let everything go. You'll have time for a 10-minute Shavasana. The most important pose of the day. Sometimes it's challenging to just really let go. Let go of all expectations of yourself or from others. Let the body incorporate all of the asana, the poses. Continue to breathe through the nose, no mouth breathing. This is Mark Nepo's reading for August 15th from the Book of Awakening. A quote from Father Thomas Keating. Perhaps the shortest and most powerful prayer in human language is help. A hardness we can't see, cold and rigid, begins to form between us and the world the longer we stay silent about what we need. It is not even about getting what we need, but about admitting, mostly to ourselves, that we do have needs. Asking for help, whether we get it or not, breaks the hardness that builds in the world. Paradoxically, asking even for the things that no one can give, we are relieved and blessed for the asking. For admitting our humanness lets the soul break surface, the way a dolphin leaps for the sun. One of the most painful barriers we can experience is the sense of isolation the modern world fosters, which can only be broken by our willingness to be held, by the quiet courage to allow our vulnerabilities to be seen. For as water fills a hole and as light fills the dark, kindness wraps around what is soft, if what is soft can be seen. So admitting what we need, asking for help, letting our softness show, these are prayers without words that friends, strangers, wind, and time all wrap themselves around. Allowing ourselves to be held is like returning to the womb. As you breathe, try to relax and soften your guard for these brief moments. Breathe slowly and feel your pores open more fully to the world. Inhale deeply and let the air and silence get closer. Inhale cleanly and allow yourself to be held by what is. Begin to breathe together. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth. Big exhale with an ah. Ah. Inhale through the nose. Ah. Last inhale with the audible sigh. Ah. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take the arms over the head. Interlace the fingers. Steeplechase mudra, Jupiter finger pointing towards the back wall. Point the toes. Stretch all 34 vertebrae. Feel them stretching out in the lower lumbar, the thoracic spine, and the cervical spine. Draw your knees in towards your forehead towards your knees. Come into a little ball. You were stretched wide, and now you're just stretched as small as you can. Then maybe take the knees to one side, torso face to the other. Give yourself a wonderful spinal twist. From here, just begin moving. Do both sides for sure. Just begin moving in whatever way your body feels called. Your body will generally tell you what it needs. You can rub the soles of your feet together and your hands, stimulating all the nerve endings. Maybe you go into happy baby. Nicole's doing a spinal roll. Melanie's doing a spinal roll. Laura's in a figure 4, that modified pigeon pose. Maria's in happy baby. Margaret's in a pigeon pose, modified. And then let's slowly make our way back up to the seated position. Sitting up tall, feeling that spine in the perfect alignment, lifting the chest, chin dips. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Pablo, for being on your mat, creating community, creating purpose in your life, connecting to your intuition, creating mental clarity, living from your highest and best self. We bring our hands to prayer position for the closing song, The Longtime Sun, the prayer of protection. So sing with me now. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. 3 long sat, short nams. Sat nam, sat nam, sat nam. We bow to each other and we say Sat Nam.